If people are to spend their lives cultivating the land year in and year out in the same place, certain things are necessary. The land must be reasonably fertile, not too cold or too hot, not too unprotected from the wind, not too heavily overshadowed with forest trees, not too swampy so that the grain is drowned, but, above all, not too dry. Water is the first necessity for growing food. There must be some sort of tools to do the field work: spades and hoes and mattocks and ploughs, and oxen or horses to draw any but the smallest kind of plough. It will often be more economical and more convenient if everybody does not make his own tools. But one man does the blacksmith work for the whole community, not growing any food himself but being kept by those who do, in return for making their tools. There must be granaries and barns built to store the food for the winter, and some sort of guard or defence to keep the settlement from being attacked by wild beasts or possibly by neighbouring peoples who are short of food themselves. There must be arrangements to see that the ploughing and sowing and reaping are done at the proper times. There must be people who know the weather and calendar and can tell when the god of the harvest likes the harvest to begin and how to prevent the god of the river from getting angry and drowning. The crops. And if the community trades part of its spare food for iron or stone or salt or anything else, there must be roads or tracks along which goods can travel. There must be a market at which they can be sold or exchanged, and probably some people in charge of the market to see that the weights and measures are true, that there is no cheating and no quarrelling between those who come to market. On the other hand, a real agricultural community does not need large towns, or main drains, or stock exchanges, or a post office, or the other things which our industrial society needs. It does not even need schools, because you do not learn to grow food out of books, but mainly by actually growing it. One thing further about agricultural life: it changes very little year by year. The land produces much the same sort of crop, and the same things have to be done to make the crop grow. Plough time, seed time, harvest and winter follow one another year in and year out, and everybody's work is much the same as it was last year and as it will be next year, so that agricultural societies are generally conservative and slow to change their ways or their minds. Consequently, people engaged in agriculture can generally keep whatever they have gained or earned, unless, indeed, they are conquered or plundered by some stronger and more violent people from outside.